Could prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They go play action with Burrow. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. Play action now, Dalton. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This taken in at the goal line. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards. And the Saints.
Dalton off play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area.
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Dalton's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Down to about the 32. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Dalton. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Dalton. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the Saints are once again back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They start the second half with Kamara.
And a short pickup to about the 20. Second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A 10th carry for Kamara.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 36, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. A give to Kamara running right. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Now Winston. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him kick things off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get it inside the 35. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's